Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream! And welcome back to some more Lies of P. Ploper and Eno, hello to you both, and thank you so much for tuning in after this extended weekend where, at least here in Sweden, we celebrated Midsummer, hence why I did not stream this Friday. But boy oh boy was I excited and eager to come back and play this game. And what the hell is happening with my controller? For whatever reason, I can't press the A button, but I can use my D-pad. Okay, there we go. Before we start today's stream, I just want to say, of course, welcome. Hopefully you're having an amazing legendary Monday. very excited to see some Lies of P action. But I also have a bunch of apologies to issue out for multiple reasons. I didn't stream this Friday due to the midsummer celebration. Ploper had an idea for a really good bit for today's stream that, well, I didn't really have time to acquire the necessary props, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I should say what the bit actually is, in case we want to save it for later. But yeah, that's the apology to Ploper. But also, here's the thing. I have a huge confession to make here. Listen. I am currently on vacation from work, which is awesome. It feels good. I did not wake up early today to just, I don't know, log into the work computer and start tapping away on the damn little keys. But that means I do have a lot of time on my hands during these days. Which is not usually a bad thing, because that can, you know, be used to play video games and other things. But here's the issue. The only game I kinda just wanna play these days is this game right here, Lies of P. But I can't make any progress in this game due to the fact that this is the current streaming game. Which means that I have been farming like crazy during this weekend. Which means that these are now the stats that we're working with. If you want to do it another time, you need to wait another year. That is true, though. That is true, Ploper. It would be kind of cool. I will say this. It would be kind of cool if we managed to keep this channel alive for an entire year. So that we can actually do the bit next year. That would be huge. Have an easy fix. 24 hours. That is a fix, Iro. It is a fix. I will not dispute this fact. But I don't know if I have it in me, though. A 24-hour stream is quite the undertaking, I will admit. I guess I'll bear it in mind, but holy crap, that feels like a lot. I know, I mean, there's at least one thing to mention, and that is the fact that we have had a discussion on the cooking stream. At least like a couple of times, both in Discord as well as here in the stream, and that will probably happen at some point. Well, almost guaranteed to happen at some point during the vacation. I just need to ensure to like do all the necessary prep work beforehand, which is, well, not a lot necessarily, but still a lot more than it usually takes for a normal stream. I've been watching you since 2020, if I remember correctly. Do you think you have another year in your Ploper? Are you at your limit with all the sevedness, or do you have another year in you? Yo, Soren Killfang! Thank you so much for tuning in! How are you today? We've just started the stream. This is the last stream Alright, at least we reach your limit, Ploper. And Savokalot, welcome! As someone living in an area with a heat alert, with danger to life, I have to point out how telling it is to watch a Swede in a tank top at 19 degrees. Dude, the reason... dude, Savokalot, there's gonna be a lot of tank tops coming in the streams, these next couple of streams, because it's warm here. Okay, I will not make the claim that it's so warm that it's danger to life. But it's warm, and I am struggling. I am indeed struggling. I passed my final test today with an 80% score. Nice! Congratulations, Zoran. That is awesome. I graduate tomorrow and fly back home for the following day. Yo, that is so nice. That means that our summer vacations are gonna sync up. It is 32 now, and oh, we'll soon be 38. Yo, anything above 30, it is awful. And getting close to 40 is just unbearable. But if I remember correctly, you were recently on a vacation, right? To Greece. Or maybe you still are. But how was it? But Soren, how far have you come in this game? In Lies of P? Are we, like... Are we standing side by side in front of this boss right here? Oh, speaking of which, another disclaimer. Given that the only game I really want to play these days is Lies of P, and I can't really do it because I'm streaming, has actually resulted in me actually practicing on this boss for a little while. So I mean, well, I'm gonna struggle today, probably, against this boss, but maybe not as much as I would, you know, given if I didn't practice at all on this boss fight. And I will tell you this boss fight is like low-key a work of art. It is really good. Like, it is quite the boss. Is it better than Romeo? Probably. Like, honestly, probably. Came back to a heat wave, but no sea or air conditioning. Alright, so you kept the heat, but that's the only thing you kept, essentially. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I would say that I'm struggling with you, but that would be a lie. That would be a lie, because I am not near those numbers. In terms of the heat. I think we're in the 20s at the very least here in Sweden. I finished beating the petrified version of the very first boss. Oh yes! The boss you fight before you get to the hotel, or the remade version of the hotel. Full excuse for cold beer or similar. True! Especially due to the fact that we are in peak summer weathers. I've been more focused on studying it just to pass success, that I haven't had a lot of time to play. Soren, I will say, that is probably wise. That is W time management right there. Alright, Laxasia, Muscle Mommy. Let's see what she can do and what we can do to her. First attempt of today, coming right up. As I said, I have practiced a bit when it comes to this boss over the weekend, and yeah. So if it looks like I have seen these moves before, it's because I have. I literally have. That being said, we did beat the first phase of the boss during our last stream, actually. So the issue right here is more or less the second phase, not the first one. Only to give you bad ideas, have you ever considered getting a net t-shirt? Wait, when you say net t-shirt, are we talking about like, I don't know, like fishnet? Or are we talking about something else? Well, I guess in either case the answer is no, but maybe that is something I could consider. I'm not sure if I have like the right physique for it though. I mean, some would argue that I don't have the right physique for a normal tank top like this. I mean, and I guess there's some merit to that statement, but I don't know. As long as you feel comfortable in who you are, I feel like you can pull off any like piece of clothing, in my opinion. That mini boss called Walk of Illusion was really pissing me off. Oh, that was a tough one. That had to look up a method on how to beat her. Oh, really? I found that boss to not be that bad when I like actually committed to my playstyle, which is long range attacks using a spear and keeping my distance. That worked well for me. But I did try to beat the boss with a different strategy the first time around, and holy moly, that really didn't work for me. Let's put it that way. Just look it up. It's just netting. So can you see glorious man nipples? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, what are we talking about here? Saber will kill it in a net t-shirt and fishnets. Ploper! With writing stuff like that will just encourage me, okay?
Oh, Simon.
Alright. Boss will reveal herself. The true fight will come to life. This boss and the bridge remind me of a Dragon Slayer armor boss from Dark Souls 3. Oh, I remember that fight. It was actually a really hard fight for me in Dark Souls 3, I remember. Especially due to all the the auxiliary attacks from like beyond the bridge. Works well for me, he says, as a death hunter sit at 232. And the funny thing about that is that, as I said, I've been playing this game off stream a bit for just farming and stuff like that. So the true death counter is a lot, like a lot higher than 232. Right, and this is a little cheesy start I found with this phase. You can just hug the corner to avoid some lightning bolts. Not that one apparently. I mistimed the block as well. So that attack right there, I've realized, is a red attack. So you can only parry. You literally have no other means of actually dealing with that attack. Yeah, I think I need to focus up at least a little bit from this point. She's kind of hot though. I mean, this is the reason why the stream title is what it is. Crap. All right. This might not be. This is a really tough fight. Like, this is definitely like not a fight to underestimate. Let's put it that way. I switch my build to a fire build because I like the fact that fire damage and kick damage over time. I guess you can also do decay. I tend to use some fire as well. At least when it comes to my grind stuff. Oh, that actually hits me. Yeah, this has definitely gone better in my practice attempts. Let's put it that way. But at least I'll do my best here. But as you can see, like the fight itself is really cool. I miss every single damn parry in the game. One more. There we go. At least we got another health potion back. Okay. Yes, we got it, Alright, I think she might be dead here. Due to the fact that we got the stagger. I can tell I'm gonna have a hard time with this boss. Oh, I don't think you're alone, Soren. I don't think you're alone. Because I've been struggling like crazy with this boss. The issue is that, of course, I practice a lot off stream, so you haven't really seen it. Which is, like, it's a mistake by me. It's 100% a mistake by me. Because, as I said, this boss fight right here is insane. Like, it's really, really good. And if I did practice on stream, I would probably pop off like crazy right now. But unfortunately, here we are. Considering your previous message, you're going to be hard and have a hard time. Oh yes. All right, GG. We got the boss. We got the boss. If only you could see like the true death count on this particular fight, I think that would tell a different story. Because at least this time around it didn't look that bad. But I promise you, this boss, this is a really, really cool boss. The first thing I'm gonna do before we do any progression towards oh yeah, I wonder if the next boss is gonna be the last boss. Well, we're gonna fight we're at least gonna fight Fox, so it's probably gonna be Fox into the last boss. But before we get there, let's actually take a look at the boss weapon from this lady right here. Oh shit, where do we have Mr. Hound though? Why do the NPCs insist on moving? Why can't the Hound just stand here on his usual spot? Oh well. But yeah, as I said, that fight right there is probably my favorite fight in the game, even better than Romeo, and I love Romeo. The Romeo fight, that is. Okay, where could the Hound be? Okay, the last time we saw him was when we were fighting the Black Rabbit Brotherhood gang, and I think this was the area where we fought them. I'm not entirely sure though, but I think this was it. The first time I played this song, fell on the record player. It was Oh, emotional and very deep. Oh, I've only ever played one song on the record player. You love Romeo, Seb. Well, what can I say proper? I'm a sucker for love stories. And Romeo and Juliet is the greatest love story of them all. Or at least the most well known, I suppose. The thing I truly love is the punishment, you know? Oh yeah, the guy is still here. Very nice.
I have it. See for yourself.
Okay, so what can we get from the lady? It's a song that someone like Lana Del Rey or Billie Eilish could sing very well. I don't really listen to either of those artists, but I would love to listen to the song, like definitely. But I only have one song at the moment. But maybe I can get more records as well. It's not really something I'd prioritize, I will admit. All right, so we can get an eye. Ouroboros eye, which is apparently a sword weapon. You can't really see it because it's behind my webcam. But okay, but this is the boss weapon of the lady we just killed. That's interesting. And her amulet is, upon successful guard, weapon durability is not consumed. This is like the most boring effect I could think of. So I'm just gonna grab the eye and see what that does. It's a fairly slow weapon. Dude, I am not convinced by the fast attacks or the light attacks. The heavy is fine, I suppose. Dude, I don't. Dude, I already feel like this is not my weapon. Let's go back to the spear. The good old spear. All right. At least we got the weapon, and now we can progress towards what I'm gonna assume is Fox, followed by the last boss. Assuming nothing else is gonna happen in the storyline. I wish you had the option of disassembling the boss weapons to give them different handles. That would be really cool. But I feel like maybe like two powerful combinations would be discovered with the boss weapons. I mean, imagine, like, from the developer's perspective, holy crap, like, imagine balancing not only the boss weapons, but the boss weapons with different handles as well. I mean, maybe one should still do it due to, like, the fun factor of it. Should we go and find a record? Or you know what? I'm gonna continue on with the main story, but we can always go back later and find the records. Because even though I know which teleporter to teleport to in order to find the record, I don't actually know where the record is. And I don't want this to turn into a big ass Easter egg hunt. So let's just keep going. At least this time around, or at least by teleporting here, we know how to progress to get to the next stage. So let's get it. The one thing I'm also a bit scared of, but I think it's gonna be fine, is that the fact that we might have over-leveled as well. Because as I said, this is like the only game I want to play, but I can only progress on stream. Oh! That is Sophia, right? Yeah, this is the true Sophia. I did speculate that Sophia might be a boss fight. Like, that either Sophia or Geppetto could either be like the final boss of the game. She doesn't really look like a boss though. She looks like she's in trouble, dude. How are you feeling? So I assume the Sophia we've been seeing thus far is just like an illusion, essentially.
Oh God.
It hurts so much.
Punch her! Dude, if she's the last boss, I will. I promise you this. I'm currently using the black steel cutter, which is a very solid weapon.
What?
Black steel cutter.
What do we do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do?
Wait!
You
Is Gemini making the claim here that
keep
we could
her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or
oh yeah,
or give her peace.
we can punch her. The
It's your
final
call.
punch. She steals. Oh no. I hate the fact that
So much torment.
it's timed whenever you make a decision.
Take my ergo. I'll be with you. To the very end.
I mean, it seems to me that this is what she wanted, because she said thank you, right? And she's like living in, it seems like torment. At least based on what we're watching. Is this like the good ending, the bad ending? Dude, I have no idea. I just went with what I felt like in the moment. Okay, that's inappropriate. I'm kidding. You did punch her. I low-key did. That is called a mercy kill. Yes. Well, it didn't. It wasn't a very strong punch, okay? But it seems like it did the trick. The ergo is whispering. You were supposed to grab her, not punch her, not grab her tits. Instructions unclear, Ploper. Instructions were unclear. Oh, we got a record. We did discuss records before, so maybe we should go and actually listen to this. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna teleport back and listen to the record that Sophia dropped for us here. And did we get anything else? No, that was it. All right. Fair enough. Oh yeah, the black steel cutter. Let's see what weapon that is. Black steel cutter. I wonder if that's a weapon I don't have. Either I'm not seeing it, or it's a weapon I don't have. Huh. Maybe it's a boss weapon, Soren, that I haven't obtained yet. I'm not sure. All right, so we inappropriately touched Sophia, which made her die. But apparently her wish was to die, so I mean, I guess maybe we helped her out. I'm not sure if that's the good thing to do or not. Shadow Flower. So this is the song that Sophia dropped. I assume it's gonna be a sad song. I think of you while waiting in the rain. Take me away as I am exhausted in the dark. Am I hearing French? I still won't beat Aerith's theme. I have not heard that theme, so I can't really say. I don't know like how long I want to listen to this. I mean, it's not a bad song by any means. But I don't think this is necessarily my thing. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. Alright, thank you, Sophia, so that we at least can appreciate your pain to a certain extent. She died from 1d4 creeped out damage. I mean, she was on 1 health, literally. So yeah, some psychic damage, essentially, from our creepiness did indeed do her in. I'm gonna listen to Aerith's theme, so I'll actually be sad. Wait, why do we want to be sad? Well, okay, Sophia died. I guess we'll need to be somewhat empathetic to her struggles. But today's stream, assuming everything goes well, it should be one of excitement. Assuming we do find and kill all the bosses. Because I know we're very close to the end. It'd make my day a lot happier, that's why. You get happier by being sad. Dude, I'm not one to judge. But I feel like that's a bit paradoxical. Unless you're doing like, you know, you're multiplying 2 negative emotions together, which of course creates a positive emotion at the end. My blue fairy. But we're still not done, like story-wise, because the alchemists still have Geppetto.
We did do the right thing.
Dude, Gemini, I have no idea.
I trust you. Let's keep going.
I have no idea if that's the right thing or not, but that is what we did. I didn't really have time to ponder the thing, the decision. Right, so this more enemies. Heat emotion overflow, it wraps around to 0 and goes up. Makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, then in that case, my confusion is now gone and I completely understand. And I support your decision to listen to sad music. Stag on the flow, Enos, so depressed and more sadness. Cause it look back. Yeah, you both essentially said the same thing. Oh, dude, that was a cool attack. Did a lot of damage as well. Yeah, these guys are really, really tough. But Aerith's theme, and I know that's a character from Final Fantasy VII, even though I haven't played that game. The theme, does it come from the remake or the original? Or maybe the soundtrack is the same in both. You're surprised 2 PC Nerd made the same computing joke. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, right? You both are arch users, by the way, right? The same diagnosis can be applied to both of you, I see. I assume, I mean. I use arch, by the way. Exactly. But speaking of sadness, like the theme that is currently playing in this game is also like quite somber, I would say. I think I like the soundtrack in the game right now more than the actual record we got. And as you can see, I've been putting every single point in capacity when I level so that I can wear more heavier armor. But yeah, in fact, now I can actually wear a full set of my heaviest armor. So at this point, I probably should be putting points more into, like either hell, I mean something else, I guess. It's the same song, it's just a different part of it. Well, in that case, the record we listened to, they didn't start off with the best part. I will say though, this song that we're listening to right now, this is definitely up my alley. This is definitely something I could like see myself adding to my playlist and just listening to. It is still sad, right? I don't know, but it's more, I don't know, atmospheric maybe? I like it. I like it a lot. Still getting a lot of good materials. The thing is though that the weapon we're currently using is literally upgraded to the max. So all like these upgrade materials doesn't really do much. Unless we do find a better weapon eventually. And then, I mean, like, the DLC hopefully has an upgrade or two in terms of the weapons we're gonna use. Either that or like a boss weapon. Assuming it's a spear. Which has essentially been like the requirement for me liking a weapon in this game. Is it a spear? Hopefully the DLC doesn't happen. Oh, but I am so much in favor of the DLC. I hope the DLC happens. To be fair though, like a lot of the items that have dropped in this game have barely been used by me. This entity doesn't have So we know that this is the Alchemist Island. And we know that they are doing experiments on people. So I guess like seeing a vision such like this shouldn't perhaps be that surprising. Given, well, that in combination with what we saw of Sophia, which is, I assume, also an effect of the Alchemist's experimentation. This has to be the best soundtrack in the game, though, right? There has been some really good soundtracks, but this is like the one soundtrack that I think is like something I've at least paid attention to. And it definitely gives like the impression that something's gonna happen, right? That we are building up to like a sad crescendo. Another one of these guys. Maybe biased, but to me it sounds like generic music number 3. I guess that's fair enough. Maybe I think it's good because it's the first time this game has used generic somber music number 23. If you catch my drift. Wait, what is this? Nothing. Climbing up though. It's been a lot of climbing on this Isle of Alchemists. Right, but proper. Important question. Oh, radiance. Love is something temporary, but the radiance is eternal. Hi y'all, absolute radiance. Hello and thank you so much for tuning in. How are you on this glorious Monday? And are you ready for the end, perhaps, of Lies of P? But at least the base game. Because it's definitely looking like we are approaching the end. We killed the Muscle Mummy boss. And we are currently fast approaching... At least I believe there are 2 bosses left. Crap. Well, dying like this is definitely not gonna help our pace. Doom is also eternal. It was a reference to that. Hey, wait, is that from a game? Perhaps the game called Doom? I wanna see the final boss. Oh, me too, me too. The game called Doom Eternal. I see. Not a game I've played. The only Doom game I've ever played is the first Doom, actually. Which I assume just showcases the fact that I am indeed a very old person. Next game on the list, but not now. What do you mean not now? As in, what we're doing now is, well, I guess playing this game. You just had your 31st birthday. Don't make yourself sound any more unk. That is true. Yo, if there's at any point in any stream, if a game that came out like before, I don't know, 1990, I should just shut my mouth, you know, be like, oh, what is that game? Oh, Doom. I'm not sure. I'm not heard of it. Is it good? I don't know. I should do whatever I can, whatever is in my power, to not bring more attention to my unkness. When I first see the cooking stream, I think Doom Eternal is the best shooter ever. That sounds like something I should put on the list. And what did you want to ask me earlier? If you don't want to see the DLC, Ploper, what would you like to see? Doom Eternal. That was the question that I wanted to ask. Before a big shining light presented itself in our dear chat. Even today I played some Metroid Prime 4 on hard run with Doom OST. But now we're talking about the Mick Gordon soundtrack, right? Because even if I haven't played that Doom game, I definitely have heard the soundtrack before. Because it's one of the best. Ultra kill or DMC. Alright. Between those two, I think I would personally want to play DMC the most. But that is because it's like a genre of video games I personally haven't really played. Whereas, I mean, Ultra Kill is probably really fun too, don't get me wrong. But it's a shooter, so at least I have an idea of what to expect. Yeah, exactly, it is indeed on the list. And I think it's been on the list twice. Oh, I heard something. See what I wanted to ask. Did you parry? Are you talking about the muscle mummy fight? I attempted to parry. I hopefully I get some credit for the attempt. But I don't think I did ever successfully do a parry. No, like not even once. Can I do this without falling down? Maybe I need to do a running jump. There we go. I want to recommend it too, but it was waiting for the full game to come out. Ah, I see. I mean, to be honest, and this is something I've said before, I usually always wait when it comes to early access games until the full game releases. Because here's the thing, right? You can only have a first impression of a video game once, right? Only one time in your life can you boot up a game for the first time. So in my opinion, you should have all the prerequisites or I guess do the necessary prep work or whatever for that first experience to be as good as it possibly can. And I feel like waiting for a 1.0 release is a way to do just that. Okay, I assume this is gonna be a shortcut, maybe? Yes. How do you have so much health? I have respect, Radiance. So this weekend, when well, I didn't stream, I did a lot of things in LiveCP. I did a lot of offline play. So these are my current stats, and as you can see, a lot of my points in technique have now been removed and been redistributed across the different stats. So now vitality is at 40. So a lot more focus have been placed on defensive stats, at least when it comes to my build. The push-ups paid off. Exactly. You're of course talking about the health of me, the person, right? Farming off stream, huh? Yes. It is something I've done many times throughout this playthrough, but I think this weekend was my like biggest farming sesh thus far, which is perhaps not a good thing necessarily, due to the fact that I might be over-leveling. Because I definitely don't want to like trivialize the rest of the game by doing off-stream farming, which is definitely a risk. That is something I will. Oh, is this the fox? I trained a bit of the boss fight on camera. A bit was intended. Yeah. Maybe I was underselling how many attempts I actually did on the boss, which is a shame. Because you didn't see all the deaths, but at least I can attest and say that the boss fight is really good. Yeah, this is the fox.
At first, it was money. There was no way out of this dump other than buying your way out.
So this is not the last
Later,
boss, but
when his sight started failing,
I think it is gonna be a fight.
Was swallowed up by the first few treatments. He was going totally blind. But now, the fruit is useless. I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him. Not that such a promise is worth anything to you now. But I wanted to set the record straight before, you know. Revenge is all I have left now.
I guess me. What the hell did I do? But I guess I did kill Cat.
First real challenge. Come on.
But that you know that was self-defense. I feel like the Stalker fights haven't really figured out how to deal with a player that utilizes range like this. Because they keep you like wandering about at my like max range like distance. Ooh, that's a cool move. Okay, I suppose you're supposed to parry all of those.
Tricking someone to survive.
Perfect.
Man, that's human nature.
I didn't want it to end this way.
I suppose we villains never get to choose.
I will admit, I'm not entirely sure what her motivations were. I mean, okay, sure, she told us. At first it was just money. Because they wanted to get out of this place, and I assume the alchemists have a lot of money. But then what? Like, when she said she was like living for revenge, like, for what? And what do I have to do with said revenge? The only thing I can think of is the fact that we did kill Cat, which were her brother, I think. I guess that makes sense, because we literally killed Cat, and we equipped his mask, which I guess is a huge insult. And none of the last words sounds like last words. Alright. Here's the thing. We see Geppetto in his cell. He's standing right there looking at him. I think it's Geppetto at any rate. The fact that he's just here and we're able to get to him is very, very suspicious. I wouldn't be surprised as we're trying to leave this place, we're gonna get ambushed by something or someone, right? Because this is looking a bit too easy.
It saddens me.
Imagine like Fox being the last boss.
Precious son, I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a peaceful world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise.
You were supposed to be a good
Simon
boy.
has gone completely mad.
Am I not a good boy,
He's trying to become
Proper?
a god by using I don't know what kind of world he wants to build.
Okay, so he's gonna
Perhaps
ask us
there's
to
no
kill
stopping
Manus then.
I trust you, my son. Speak truthfully. For
Yo,
my
super
sake.
weak! What's
Was
happening?
I
Why are we
trustworthy
crying?
father to you?
Was that trustworthy father to you? No, no. Not even once, dude.
I see. I didn't do enough to earn your
Geppetto, like in the
trust.
Pinocchio story. I don't know much about the
I wasn't a very
Pinocchio
good
story, but
father to
Geppetto is the creator
I
of
gave
us.
you more loneliness than love.
And I don't
That's
throw
my
Geppetto, like
burden
not at
there.
all. Hence why I said no.
But remember, there is still plenty of time.
And it seems
Once all this is over, we can become a real family.
my company just announced another
promise.
rework, and
I will give it back
I
to
think
you.
my job is gonna get cut.
A happy
Wait,
family.
what makes you say that,
we
Super Weak?
once were.
Like, have someone like told you? I sense something crazy about to be said. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you start with 3 crying emojis, then yeah. But wait, what makes you say that?
Put an end to it, son.
I mean, if so, then dude, I'm really sorry to hear that. Like being laid off, like not like losing, you know, that one aspect of your life, you know, the economic security, combined with the fact that hunting for jobs really sucks. Really sucks. Yeah, it's a very sad state of affairs. They suddenly started looking into AR or something else. Here we go. So yeah, exactly. Like a rework in of itself doesn't necessarily mean that jobs are being cut, even though that is definitely something that does happen during reorgs. Like I'm not saying that's not the case. So I'm assuming you have like some information like pre-reorg, if that makes sense. Shoot. There's another guy over there. Assassin's Amulet. Increased critical attack. This is very interesting, because the only weapon I know of with critical attacks is the Trident. But I assume the Assassin Amulet on the Trident would mean that you basically like crit like every other attack or something. Which is huge for damage. Absolutely massive. But that it's entirely dependent on how much crit you actually do get from the amulet. So much for this heavy. Why am I getting my ass beat by one of these guys? I still start to think again about his trusted trident. Family friendly G would kill you. True. The trident has been such a good weapon throughout this entire damn playthrough. So like it's not something I can easily put out of my mind, you know. Dude, I wonder if you can actually see that. Because as you can see right here, my critical rate is 30. And if I do equip this amulet, it becomes... I wonder if I can see that. No, it still only says 30. So I do, that's the annoying part. I don't know what this means. Increase critical attack. Okay, but wait, this is critical attack, not critical rate. So this just increases the damage I actually do when I do crit. I think. I'm not entirely sure. That's at least my speculation here. I'm just thinking about the reorg that Super Week mentioned. Either Super Week entered the chat to drop the horrible news and then leave, or it's either that or like a massive paragraph is currently being written. I think it's either or here. Right, shortcut, nice. Super Weak is writing a book. Cause here's the thing, right? I do remember that this is not the only thing that is happening in Super Week's life, right? With the new roommate, that entire situation. So it's very much a when it rains it pours kind of situation here. What should we do now? Increasing my capacity doesn't really matter at this point because I already am wearing like the heaviest armor I have. I guess I could just increase life because like increasing technique doesn't really make sense either because I literally only get 1 point of damage. Literally 1 point of damage. It's basically nothing. Yes, the capacity doesn't matter at all now. I think vitality might be the way to go. Either that or vigor. Yeah, I get 2 points of stamina. That's also like not a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna invest some points into vigor from this point onwards. You should use the trident to piss off FAG. I am down to using the trident for a little bit, absolutely. I'm not sure if FFG would be pissed. But this allows us to actually utilize the Assassin's Amulet. And we can like... let's also see if we can upgrade the Trident. But we can see if the Assassin Amulet actually does something for the Trident. And yo, Arnie, hello! How's it going? Arnie, thank you so much for tuning in on this glorious Monday. How are you today?
You're here.
Yeah. Oh no, we cannot upgrade the weapon just yet. Unless we pop a Ergo Crystal. Here we go.
You're here.
Arnie, we are very close to the end of the base game. Yeah, how far are you in the game? In terms of the base game, I think, I don't know, but I think the last boss is literally the next thing we have left. Did you find... Wait. Tixasia? Your Binnicus, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. We did fight the lightning lady, but she was called... What was she called? Lux. Wait, was she called Tixasia? I don't remember. No, she started on L, right? Or okay, am I losing my mind here? We did fought the lady who's in phase 1 has a lot of armor. Then she like removes all her armor and starts shooting lightning bolts. That's the boss we fought today. The tall goth boss moment that's true. Yeah, exactly. That what Proprio said. And Arnie, yeah, you missed all of that. You missed all of that. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you have noticed. You can see my sunburnt arms from this weekend. I just realized that like the transition is extremely obvious on on the webcam.
Did you feel that? It's like
holy shit.
someone
Yeah,
walked across my
I've said
grave.
before, I'm a
I
vampire,
sense
okay?
Ergo
The
everywhere,
sun
and
hates
this
me.
place is saturated with it. Like what you'd
So like
expect from
this
a
only
mountain
took like
of
20
dead
minutes
puppets.
of me being in the sun essentially. You got roasted literally by the sun. Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I promise it didn't take long at all. I was just sitting outside reading and all of a sudden I realized, well, not me, someone else realized that holy crap, you are burnt like a crisp. Which definitely was the case. Another one of these guys. I guess this is gonna be our practice run here for the Trident. Did you read through a whole novel or what? I promise you I didn't. I promise I didn't. But I did start reading a new book. Which, in my opinion, might not be the greatest book ever written. But it is decently entertaining. This guy can punch. Oh, and he also builds up disruption. Interesting. Oh, this is quite a fight. Quite a guy, dude. It feels so different using the Trident now. Given that I've used another weapon. Oh crap! Yeah, I was about to say I am dying due to the disruption, and here we are. 37 degrees today. My conditioner doesn't work. Oh, dude. I've said it before. Anything over 30 is just pain. Anything over 25 is just pain. And when you start approaching 40, like that is like, at least to me. And this was not made by 37 degrees, okay? This was made by, I don't know, 20 something. Imagine me in like in a part of the world where it's so damn hot that you get to like 40 degrees or close to 40 degrees Celsius. I would die. Like I would not survive. I'm a weak little boy when it comes to handling warmth or specifically sun rays. I prefer cold over hot. The good thing about the cold is that it's very escapable, right? That is not the case when it comes to heat. Unless I guess you have like, I don't know, like a really good AC unit or something. I mean, when I do get a crit, I do quite a lot of damage. Like, that was 1500 damage, I think, from one hit, which is insane. Come on. Yes, I remember that this weapon is so good at staggering the opponent as well. Okay, let's be a bit wary here when it comes to the disruption effect. There we go. Summer is my least favorite, so my birthday is in summer. Oh, that means that you will age as well, if you haven't already, very soon, Arnie. I will say that I probably dislike the winter more, but that is only due to the fact that the winter lasts for so long up here in the north. So you get really tired of it after a while. Dude, the Trident did so much damage. It's kind of nuts. But that's not news. The fact that the Trident is dealing tons of damage is something we have utilized in the past, let's say. Right. I assume that the actual final boss fight will be at the very top of the tower. And I very much hope that this run back right here will not be something we'll have to repeat every time. I do wonder what's the next game gonna be after the cooking stream, obviously. RE7. Here's the thing. When it comes to the cooking stream will happen mid-playthrough, right? Because I will need to make the necessary preparations beforehand. So I feel like instead of like trying to force the cooking stream to happen at a certain date, it's gonna happen mid-playthrough. So let's say, for instance, we do play Resident Evil 7. Then maybe we'll do like 3 streams of Resident Evil 7, then do a cooking stream, and then jump back to Resident Evil 7. If that makes sense. We're not doing the cooking stream. It's just that I want to do it at a time where I do have all the stuff necessary. I've moved around my camera equipment, my mic, stuff like that. And we're good to go, right? Preferably also not like, I don't know, before I have a wrestling event or something. Oh, dude, look at this. Okay, dude, the cooking stream should be at least one. Dude, the cooking stream will be the entire stream, audience. I'm thinking 2 hours 30, like not 1 hour 30. I'm thinking 2 hours 30. If this isn't a boss arena, I don't know what is. If this is not a boss arena, what the hell is? And we already know because of the brazier right there that this will be a boss fight. But let's loot this thing first. Simon Manus' confession. A father is like God to his son. Even I, Simon, was no different in my youth. But the one who created me was no normal human, and my abilities were extraordinary. You're a failure too. The ability to read minds. Being abandoned in front of God meant the world's destruction. From then on, my life existed to make a world without lies. A world where no one betrays you and there's only one truth, even if it's forced. Now the finale is here. Once the door is open, it can't be closed. For humankind, I, Simon, gave up being human and decided to walk the path of immortality and the truth. My body will be broken and reformed as the god that was torn apart. I leave this record in my last moments as a human. Simon Pistris Manus. Alright. I get the feeling, based on that that confession, that he has probably done some like alchemist shenanigans with his body. Which, I mean, it makes sense because imagine like the last fight of the game is just a stalker fight. That would be really, really bad. All right, here we go. I assume that this is the final boss fight of the entire game. Base game, that is, base game. Is that him? I don't recognize him at all. Don't tell me we're doing the DLC as well. I guess we can have a discussion about it, Arnie. Let's focus on getting through this guy first, okay? Well, he has hulkified, ain't that?
This is Ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Manus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be born now! me everything you have.
Alright!
Puppet of your
Arm of God. Okay, we're starting off as normal with scouting him out. Before we do anything else, we scout. Let's see what he has in store for us. And, like, I mean, this guy will obviously have a phase 2. So, like, that's not even, like, up to debate. It's gonna happen. Alright, so he has a lot of sweeping attacks. At least here in phase 1. I guess phase 2 will look better. Oh, he will definitely, like, throw off his cloak, right? And start attacking. The swan manners. That is true. It's gonna do. Oh, that boss is out. Okay, got it. Alright. Okay, I am dealing quite a lot of damage to him, but we are using the trident, which of course is really good. Yeah, so that was a crit right there. Very slow sweeping attacks. It's actually very, very similar to the muscle mummy fight. And Grunge, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. You came here just at the right moment. Well, that depends if you want to see muscle mummy or not. You came at the very first attempt on this fight right here, and I missed the muscle mummy victory. Yes, I will say. The muscle mummy fight is probably my favorite. But I did do a lot of practice runs off stream, unfortunately. So I don't think the sheer... What happened? Oh, I just used it all my fatal art for nothing. Oh, it's almost like an area of effect thing. Okay, at least his phase 1 is probably not gonna be too bad, right? Because we've already got him down to like, what is this, like a third of his health left? Yeah, this is gonna be a phase 2 very soon. Grudge, is it just me, or have you not streamed in a while? Because I was looking for entertainment yesterday.
This is evolution.
Yeah, phase 2. All right, so that was just the warm up. Okay. So his phase 1 is actually very similar to Muscle Mummy, as in he has like many sweeping, very well telegraphed attacks. Holy!
Witness me as I grasp the power of a true god.
He strips nude. They're giving us some fan service before the end. I'm not streaming in a while. My work was hectic over the weekend, but I will stream tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Oh, that is awesome. Well, it's not awesome that your work was hectic, of course, but it's awesome that you will come back to streaming. Ooh. What the hell are we watching? I will say, 31-year-old Sam looks younger than 30. Maybe I have the same disease as you, Grunge. I also age in reverse. But thank you so much. Sorry I'm back. Anyway, happy belated birthday, Seb. Thank you so much, Super Week. Hopefully everything is going alright, you know, given the job situation and everything. Okay. Well, welcome back to the Awakened God. the second phase of the last boss of the game. Yeah. Now this is more like it. This is more like it. I just by sheer accident avoided that attack. Oh, my damage is still really good. My damage is still amazing. Well, when I crit specifically, and it doesn't deal much damage, which I guess I can thank my capacity for. That was even a stagger. I might have overleveled. I might have overleveled because he's not dealing as much damage as I would think. I might have screwed up, actually. I might have screwed up. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? What? Okay, see, he can throw out hands. Shit. Well, now I'm out of healing potions, so... I'm not gonna dude, I'm not gonna one-tap the final boss of the game, right? No, okay, I'm not. Okay, that dude. Okay, dude. But we got him down to like 5% or something. Holy. Yeah, dude, I did get too greedy. I did get too greedy there, absolutely. Huh. But he's not dealing that much damage. I think it's due to the fact that I've been leveling capacity like crazy. So I have like the heaviest defensive parts that I own. I think. Or yeah, you said the same thing, Grunge. That's a good thing. We finished this game earlier. Yeah, that was the first attempt. That right there was the first attempt on the boss. And you notice I mistimed so many dodges. Because I've never seen them before, but like the damage output isn't that good. Well, aside from the final attack, that would have been iconic. I guess it would have. I guess it would have. He sure has a phase 3. I want a better design. I don't like it very much. It is very reminiscent to Manus, right, from Dark Souls 1, like Oni mentioned. But my friends, if you're gonna beat him on the second attempt, then in that case, this punishment we're gonna do right here, right now, will be the last punishment before we beat the base game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go. No way he's gonna do it. He just got lucky. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Should we? I guess I'm just gonna use the same weapon again. The trident. It still yeets. Grunge. I actually. I did think about wearing different shorts just because of you. Just so that you wouldn't have this reaction when witnessing the punishments. Okay. Like when we do crit with the trident, the damage we're like putting out is just absolutely bonkers. Due to our new amulet that we just got. That was a stagger. I mean, you can see it as well as I, right? Oh, I missed somehow. I think so. We need to give them some other guys. Well, okay, what kind of pants would you like to see? Let's put it that way. Maybe I have some pants. We men don't require such things. Exactly. Pants are just optional for men, okay? The fact that I'm wearing pants at all might just be a blessing in disguise. Anticipating that parry is coming up. Okay, let's not mess this up. At least get us to phase 2 again.
You face godlike power. Your time is running out.
Yeah, there we go. I tried working out the knees the other day and immediately had to take it off. We just washcloth.
This is
If I had the right physique, I maybe could pull off the, I don't know, the Roman gladiator look.
as I discard.
Alright, let's see if we can do it this time around. Second time, we're doing phase 2. The more crits we're getting, the... Oh crap, he has... That deals destructive damage. Good stagger. Alright, so we need to be somewhat wary of the destruction. Shit. I am messing up. My bad. That's gonna be an explosion. Yeah, this is where... Yeah, this is the attack where he just summons a hand from the sky. Yeah, exactly. So this is gonna be like a nuclear blast or something. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to understand what this does. Okay, the range isn't infinite though, so that's good. Dude, I can just hold block and tank all his attacks like this. Like, his damage output isn't even that bad, you know? Shit, this is bad. That might have been what killed us last time. Oh, another hand. Okay, yeah. So those are the attacks we need to be very, very wary of. Shit, I wasted my fatal art there. Oh, I can't get the stagger due to the hand. Or can I? No, I can't. Shit. Oh crap! I didn't know what to do there. Alright! Yeah! Kill the awakened god Simon Manus! That was it! That was literally it! Holy! I mean, we got the achievement! I don't think there's gonna be a phase 3. I bet 20k channel points for this round.
So, it comes to this.
Okay, we're not done, it seems. Well, at least there's some dialogue.
Besides the winner. Truly, I envy you. The puppet, my Sophia, keeps turning back time to save.
Keep turning back time to save. Oh, is that how we... Is that the explanation for why we can, like, return to life?
Or does she truly care for you?
Gonna be honest here, delusional final boss.
Gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago.
Alright, so the last thing we'll do, I guess, is tell a truth or a lie here.
Sophia, what have you done to her?
Simon, I killed her. I gave her peace.
Yes.
But is this the final boss? I assume so.
Was her wish. Sophia was always.
You can be a
wise
truther or a liar.
beyond years.
I am a truther, okay? We know that.
Of people's
I turn red if I tell lies. I cannot be a good liar.
have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why
You're red right now. Wait, it's either that or I'm the best liar, right?
in the end,
Because I'm always red. You
I
can
tried
be,
to
yeah,
use
exactly.
this hour to hold her, even if these hands never could.
Yeah, Simon.
It's fine if I'm gone.
Find out about the last story of Simon Manus.
Watch out, Fortune.
Tell us your true feelings about the God moments then. Always with the God moments. I mean, we could have a very like philosophical and academic discussion about, I don't know, different types of people and preferences and why we might have these preferences and stuff like that. But I get the feeling that that discussion would be a bit more, I don't know, vulgar maybe. Oh wait, are we not done with the game? Wait, is it more? I'm gonna go back and level up, but I'm a bit confused at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. Like I would assume there was gonna be credits. Wait, I'm a bit confused. I assumed that was gonna be the last fight. I don't know where to go. Like, I mean, oh, in the middle. No? Yes, go down. Okay, yeah. It doesn't seem like the game is over. Maybe that wasn't the last boss. I think we did the game bug. We finished the game. The OG game. Can we move on to the next? Did you install a DLC or something? I have installed the DLC.
He really scared
But
me. A human
but
becoming
I
a
know how to
dog?
activate the DLC, and this is not how to do it.
But a puppet becoming a human, now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but it sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now?
Exactly. What will happen now?
I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, man, I promise you this. If I could get rid of your damn voice, I would, okay? Maybe you wouldn't have it any other way, but I would. Dude, I am as lost as you guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I have no idea. Oh, it is Geppetto.
That's...
I said this all along, right? I did say the final boss was gonna be either Sophia or Geppetto, right? So it's actually gonna be Geppetto. Or maybe, I mean, we've been going down for a long time. Yes, indeed. Well, this is like, if this isn't a boss arena, I don't know what is either. Yeah, this is okay. I sorry for spreading misinformation. I thought that Simon Manus was gonna be the last boss, but apparently we're not quite done. Pull up your sock stand and hold your teddy bear. Oh, if only I had a teddy bear. I only have a house plant. Hopefully that works. Wait, I do have one thing. Hey, Gittan. Okay, I'll bring Gittan as well. Okay. We have all the like real life consumables right here. Get down the house plant, and this isn't really a teddy bear, but this is a little dog piggy bank. That, well, it's not really a teddy bear, but it's what I have. Maybe these two can chill next to each other. There we go. We're getting everything out of luck. Gita will give healing energy. That is what we assume or hope for. Okay. Geppetto, I've never trusted you. Well, maybe not. I might have not always mistrusted you, but I do think you're shady.
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need.
Are we gonna have to get another monologue where he's gonna become a god or whatever?
For so long, the moment
That's so
you
cute.
come back to life, you can be human again.
Ooh.
By using that vast supply of ergo and the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient.
Wait, he said you can become
The
human
one that
again.
holds your memories and your lifespan.
We have speculated a long time in regards to the origin of our character. So we were human that became puppet.
All these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward,
Oh, this is so Pinocchio coded. I really like it.
Give me your heart.
I ain't giving you shit, dude. You're not getting anything. Nah, refuse.
I believe
Refuse.
you're a good boy.
But yes,
You insist on
my
breaking
arms
my
are very sunburned. You're right, Grunge.
I suppose Carlo.
20 minutes in the sun. This is what happens to me.
Mischievous.
Okay. I
Seems
have
you
a
inherited
weak skin.
his personality instead of his memories.
Wait, Carlo was mischievous.
But a father always looks after his children.
Yeah, this guy.
Even naughty ones that must be punished. Like you.
Yeah. You were
In my own
always
way,
evil.
I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life.
Wait, so are we? I don't get it. Or either we were human and they became puppet, or we are a puppet that was modeled after a human, i.e. his son. I think that was Family Friendly G was saying that
I'm
day. Oh yeah, you're right!
disappointed in you.
Should we be creeped out or excited when he calls you a good boy and talks about punishing us?
For this to I believed you were a good boy.
Oh, I'm a good boy, daddy. Oh, I mean, no, I'm a naughty boy, daddy. What are you gonna do?
Then I'll have to retrieve it myself.
What? Wait! We don't kink shame in this
My
channel. You
son.
shouldn't kink shame me. Wait, is that his real son? All right. Holy. All right.
You can become a real human.
Nameless puppet.
Come
So
to
is
me.
this the actual final fight then? This guy has like 0 health. Oh, he's already staggered. Okay, but I assume that this guy would too have a phase 2.
Like the other puppets, because of Carlo's memory.
Yo, this is low-key a stalker fight. Don't tell me that the last fight in the game will be a stalker fight. Oh, he can heal. He can heal!
Your freedom is not for you, but Carlo.
Okay, so wait. So his son was named Carlo. And he wanted us to become like the vessel for his son or something. Like, I'm trying to figure out the lore as we're fighting.
But there's no other way.
Come on.
If we can't find those memories.
Did we do it? I assume this is gonna be phase 2. Yeah, definitely a phase 2. Definitely a phase 2. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Okay, the real fight begins. The real fight
How
begins.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Oh boy. Yo, this reminds me of a Clock Tower Maria, whatever, from Bloodborne. Holy, this guy's fast. Okay, okay. Shit, I missed. Yeah, long-reaching attacks. Long-reaching attacks. Oh, a laser beam. A laser beam, yes. Dude, his attack moves are really cool. Oh, he reaches quite far with that dash. Good to know. Good to know. Dude, our ability to tag hits is still quite insane. But we cannot take an infinite amount of damage, though. But I will say, though, he has a lot more health as well. He has a lot more health as well. Shit. Okay. A real fight is on our hands now. Okay. I'm ready for this. I am ready for this. He's fast, but he gives visual clues. Yes, he does. From where the fuck did he take a second sword? His sheer coolness is allowing him to do stuff like he probably shouldn't be able to. Interesting, the toughest boss are powerful women. That is low-key kind of true. Well, okay, we have only done one attempt on this guy thus far, but like Monster Mommy was definitely more tricky than this guy. Let's use the trident one more time. If this doesn't work, we can always go back to the normal spear.
You can become
I
a
love
real.
this time. Now I'm happy. Yeah, this is definitely more like a final boss fight. This it does. I just regenerate our stamina here.
The other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had gone astray.
Ah! I wonder if I can outrange him and just fight him like I normally do against stalkers with my spear.
To resort to the lash, but there's no other way.
Right, at least with some trouble we can get to phase 2.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
This guy is such a cool fight! He's so cool though! I don't care if he's beating my ass. I just like what we're fighting. Come on, give me. Oh, that was a heavy. Oh, that was a stagger me. Okay. Oh no! Oh, I looked at the wrong direction. Oh no no no! Oh, I just wasted a fatal art. Oh, that is my bad. That is so my bad. Oh shit! Thought I blocked there. Shoot. Okay, I'm screwing up. I'm screwing up. No. Oh, that's a stagger attack. All right. So when he charges up his spear like that and just goes at you, he will stagger you. So even if you block, he will get some attacks in. You need to avoid that. Okay. Knowledge gained. Knowledge gained. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I don't care if he's beating my ass. I've never really thought about it. I have never really thought about it. I do say a lot of sus things, do I not? I do say some things that can be considered a bit questionable whenever I do open my damn mouth. Right, let's also make sure that we use electricity because this is a puppet fight. Yeah, it was a very good try, and we learned. Yes, Grunge, exactly. That is how we're viewing this situation. I think the parry would be good here. I'll go eat it. Don't kill him without me. No promises. No promises, okay? I just wanna go again. If we can get through to his second phase without dying or using that many health potions, that would be really good.
The Grand Covenant, like the other puppets, because of Carlo's memories within.
Okay, I'm just gonna regen some stamina.
I knew you had noticed. You troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
Oh crap, his dagger. Nice! Yeah, we got this phase 1 in the bag. This is definitely a phase 2 fight. Why is he better constantly bad-mouthing? For whatever reason, he likes the sound of his own voice. But we will stuff. We will shut him up one way or another. This I promise. Shit. Yeah, I had to parry there. I didn't really think. I should think more. So that attack I cannot block. Good stagger. Good stagger. Yes! Oh! Oh! Pure dude! Staggered him by mistake. I'll take that. I'll take that. Laser beam. Yes, yes, yes. take the opportunity to heal, then go. Oh, what is happening? Oh shit, oh shit. Yes! Yes! Oh, we got him! Yes! That was such a cool fight! Wait, what?
Were you going to destroy Carlos' heart?
Shield bash to your face! Or to your heart, I guess. And Doonbuggle, thank you so much for tuning in on this glorious final boss. Well, unless there's another hidden final boss. Goosebumps. Oh yes, Grunge. Oh yes. 100%.
No. You're just a useless puppet.
The one thing I love about that sacrifice is that he didn't sacrifice himself for us still, right? Just like you said, we're just a useless puppet. He did everything he could in order to get his son back, Carlos. He didn't think about us at all. He thought all about the heart of his son. Yeah, but sometimes it's okay to just be quiet. Yeah. Oh, the game crashed! No, the game crashed! I'm not kidding! I'm not kidding! The game crashed! Oh, do we need to do that again? Wait, do we need to do that again? Alright, I'm restarting. I'm restarting. Game was like, I don't want this stream to end. Exactly. The game was like, nah, 7. You still have a couple of minutes left in the stream. Okay. Was our progress saved? Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Through the Stargaze in Hotel Krat, you can relive battles against the bosses in your memories. A specific boss can be selected and challenged in battle memories, or multiple bosses can be selected and challenged consecutively in Death March. It did, yeah. This means that we are now done with the base game of Lies of P. Well, there's actually something left that I need to do in the base game, but before we move on. In order to do that, I need to. You did it, being a truther. I guess I did, but here's the thing. I don't know what that actually changes. I mean, like telling the truth or telling a lie. So we were a truther. That is true. We were a truther. But what did that actually do? Like in the grand scheme of things. I can never tell a lie. All right. The last thing we need to do, because will you be doing the DLC right after? Great question, Grunge. I guess we can have this discussion as I'm doing the last thing. So the reason why I'm going here is because I know that there are 2 future puppets that are just wandering the area, as you can see. And technically these are bosses, so I need to kill them in order to kill all the bosses in the game. But it's a very fair question, Grunge. Should we do the DLC right after, yes or no? Here's the thing. I'm gonna do the DLC of this game no matter what. The question, I think, that we could be pondering is, should we do it on stream or not? Because I know that there have been like a lot of angry voices, I guess, in regards to me playing Lies of P in the chat from some people who I assume would not want to see the DLC. So there are two options in front of us. Either option A, we just continue on with the Lies of P stream, but we stream the DLC. There should be 8 more bosses in the DLC, but as far as I know, those boss fights are a lot harder than anything in the base game. Or option B, I keep playing Lies of P off stream and beat the game off stream. And we start playing something else on stream. Those are the options we have in front of us. To me, it makes only sense that you do it right after, as you still have the rhythms of the game. True! Dude, imagine like stepping away from this game for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks and then coming back and then fighting a boss like either Romeo or Muscle Mommy. That would be insane. I choose the option of what the streamer would like to do. You are extremely kind, Grunge. This must be said. This definitely must be acknowledged. I appreciate that a ton. We need to see more from Muscle Mommy fight. Oh, you get rewards for killing these guys. Alright, there should be one more over there. I will do like a disclaimer though, Grunge. In regards to the Muscle Mommy fight. I did do a lot of practice off stream. So the fight wasn't probably as epic as it could have been. That being said though, the fight itself is, I think, my favorite fight in the game. I would say that in order of like top 3 fights. Number 1, Muscle Mommy. Number 2, second phase Nameless Puppet. Number 3, Romeo. These are the fights these are the top 3 fights of the base game. After that, I would say Swamp Monster at number 4. What is the world without kindness? That is true. Or rather, the world would be a lot better if we were kinder to each other. I think on Thursday I only got to see Muscle Mommy 2 times. Yes, I did struggle to activate her phase 2 quite a bit. And the start of phase 2 of Muscle Mommy is so interesting because it feels like she has that like super attack that deals so much damage at the very start. Romeo came in last, dang. The thing about Romeo is that the reason why the Romeo fight is so damn good is due to his fire flurry attack, which is so hard to deal with. But aside from that attack, I mean, he's still cool. He's still really cool. But aside from that attack, he's kind of like just a boss. Whereas Muscle Mommy, she has a lot going on throughout the entire fight. Well, in phase 2. Specifically talking about phase 2 here. And so I think that as a package, Muscle Mommy is the better fight. Once you figure out his weakness, you were like, piece of cake. Exactly. That is not to say, I mean, Grunge, you were here. You heard my happiness. I don't think I've ever yelled as loud as when I killed Romeo. So don't get me wrong, like figuring out his fight and actually killing him was such a joy. Like, the heart was pounding. It's it is like a drug, you know, beating a fight like that. So under no circumstance could I say that Romeo is a bad fight. But the fight was only... there was only one mechanic that you had to deal with in that fight, essentially. Did you yell for Muscle Bomber, or were you low-key kind of sad you had to slay her? The last point. The last point. As I said, I practiced a lot on Muscle Mommy. That also sounds a bit sus. I practiced a lot on Muscle Mommy off stream. And I had such a blast fighting her because it's such a good fight. It is such a great fight. But yeah, at the very end we had to put her down, unfortunately. Okay. So, how many hours of off-stream practice? If we're only counting phase 2, I would say at least 40 minutes. Not counting phase 1, at least 40 minutes, I think, of just practice. Because, and I know that's bad. I apologize. I do apologize. It's super bad. It's super bad. But here's the thing. I really want to play Lies of P. This is like the game I'm obsessed over at the moment. And the fact that I didn't really want to play anything else over the weekend made me just, I don't know, play whatever I could of this game. No worries, no worries. Thank you, thank you. Oh man. As long as it's making you happy, it matters. It's time, it is before... Oh wait, this time it is before my coffee is done. We're not done with the stream just yet, I would say. Because I still want to play this game for at least, well, my normal hours. And by the way, Grunge, again, thank you so much for taking my happiness into account when it comes to these decisions. I'm gonna play this game a little bit more on stream. Then I can sip in peace. you can sip in peace, yes. I mean, of course, you're free to do whatever you want, Grunge. You're a free woman who can do whatever. You killed him. Yes, I did. Dude, it was such a cool fight. I mean, not only like the fight itself, but also like the aesthetics of the fight. Oh boy, it was a good fight. It was dude, it was a good fight. What a plot twist in the end. Oh yes, oh yes. Dude, it was great. It was amazing. What I'm gonna do right now, for the last, I guess, 30 minutes of the stream, is I'm gonna start the DLC. But I guess we can make a decision later in case we should continue with the DLC. I guess we can make like a special vote in the Discord or something in case we should continue with the DLC. And again, no matter what, I will personally be playing the DLC more. The only thing we're voting on is, will we do it on stream or off stream? Because if we're playing another game on stream, I will just keep on playing this off stream. And if that is something you don't want to miss, now is the time, I guess, to make your voices be heard.
Hello, my only friend.
I guess you can teach him a bit more about emotions.
I hope I find someone I can be.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my only...
So, at the very least, before we end today's stream, let's get a little tease. Let's create some curiosity for what the next DLC has in store for us. If it will be good, if it will be bad. Well, this game has been great so far, for me, so... Oh, we just go right away, okay. The best thing I do for decision is I ask someone, and if I like their answer, I go with it, and if I don't like the answer, I go with the opposite. So so you already know what you want to do beforehand. Is that what I'm hearing, Grunge? Is that what I'm hearing?
feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere.
And again, what we're doing now is that we're starting the DLC, at the very least. And we'll see at least what it has in store for us. Bit loud. Load the volume of my like, you know what you want, but you want to be sure by asking someone. Then you know for sure. Lies of P. Overture. A stargazer from which a mysterious power emanates. Activate. Oh, the music is good. Let's just listen to the music for a second. ASMR, yes! Oh, dude. The soundtracks towards the end have been so good. Seb dancing in the snow. Is this really music you dance to though, Grunge? I mean, yeah! I was about to say, like a slow dance. Like a waltz. that gives me like a mental image of well, the puppet and Muscle Mommy like dancing in the snow falling, and like, I don't know, like powder snow just flashing up as they're taking steps around the snow. Oh my god, that has to be the best thing I've ever written, Super Week. That has to be the best thing. Oh, dude, this should be immortalized. Oh my god. Dude, I am thinking, like, I am visualizing someone like crying, like just taking in the music and just twerking their ass very slowly as a tear is running down their cheek. Holy crap, that was so good. Oh my god. Holy man. I almost started crying just from the laughter. When someone says dance, do you think hip hop or like cracking some hype notes? That is what is popping up in my mind. Yes, right. That is what's popping up in my mind. That being said, I am not much of a dancer. Unless you consider wrestling to be dancing, which I wouldn't. But you're right. Dancing doesn't have to be like super energetic, high pace, high intensity dancing. It can be slow. It can be sad. It can be beautiful. Like you would dance. All right, dude, let's just start the DLC. I'm just enjoying the music too much. You made Seb the ultimate shade of red. Oh god. Oh, such a great fucking comment.
Hey, wakey.
Oh, this voice still
Come on,
around.
pal, get
Holy
up.
shit, dude. The one reason to not keep playing Lies of P would so that we can actually get rid of Gemini.
I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out.
Alright. The views. I mean, given how warm it is here in Sweden right now, I wouldn't mind some snow falling down. I will say though, it is kind of nice to not like be in an environment that is just like surrounded by like machinery or just like a swamp or whatever, right? This is just, I don't know, this is like walking your dog somewhere in Sweden. Especially when the snow have just fallen down and you're going into the forest and no one has walked there before you. So you can just go crazy in the snow.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby.
It might sound
Be on the
weird,
lookout,
but
pal.
I've been excited to do that before. Oh look. You already beat the base game. Lucius, welcome. Yes. Yes indeed. Yes we have. It was such a cool moment. I love the last fight. It was so good, man. Thank you so much for tuning in though. And as you can see, we have just started the DLC. It is not confirmed whether or not we will continue with the DLC. Or if we're gonna play something else. But at least we're gonna start. Like for the rest of the stream. At least we're gonna play the DLC. What we do tomorrow remains to be seen. They've got goosebumps on his little toes too. Alright, well, as I said, this is just like a peaceful winter in Sweden. You come across the... Oh, this is a new condition. Your HP will continue to drain and both your attack speed and movement speed will decrease. Alright, so another condition basically. And as I said, the first snow has just fallen down. And the first eldritch horror of the Swedish mountains are coming down to harass the general population. And the first splatters of blood, oh, I love the first splatters of blood. It is so wholesome, you know, the start of winter. Yeah, this peaceful winter whilst you're attacked by monsters on your walk. That's what I'm saying, dude, that's what I'm saying. Alright. I mean, sometimes, like, your attack direction is so damn weird, I feel, when you're doing the fatal art, with this weapon in particular. What's this? I strongly hope to continue DLC tomorrow, partly because extremely hyped for the peak that is this DLC, and partly because worries of how difficult it would be to take a break from this game and then later jump back into DLC, which is much harder than the base game. I completely get where you're coming from, Lucius. And Grunge made a similar point. Grunge made a very similar point. Here's the thing, though. No matter what... Oh, new outfit. Hell yes. No matter what, I will be playing the DLC. Because I am having so much fun with Lies of P, so I don't want to stop. The question is... Am I playing this game on stream or off stream? That is what we're technically discussing. Because again, if we're not playing Lies of P on stream, I'm gonna play this game off stream, and I'm gonna pick up well, right from here, I guess, and do the entirety of the DLC. The nose really sells it, the outfit. I guess we can have the... Well, both Doonbuggle and Lucius have both expressed hype for the DLC. And I will bear this in mind. And I guess the rest of the discussion can be had on Discord. Because I know that there are a lot of naysayers in the Discord as well. So everyone will get an opportunity to voice their opinions in what we should do for tomorrow's stream. That ain't ketchup. That's a raspberry jam. The good old naturally occurring raspberry jam. I support your choice, whatever you choose. Doombuggle, thank you so much for saying that. It's not always my opinion is taken into consideration, and I appreciate that a ton, Doombuggle. And I hope you would be willing to watch, well, whatever it might be that we're playing, be it the more Lies of P or be it something else.
Yes, it is. That's Krot Zoo.
Krot Zoo.
How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Have we traveled in time, maybe? Interesting. The DLC is not super long, so it also shouldn't take too many streams to beat either. So it won't take up much time from the spotlight on other games. That is a good question, or good point, Lucius. In your estimation, how long would you think the DLC is? Like, in terms of streams? Are we talking like 5 streams, 2 streams, 10 streams? Again, you just estimate it, like your estimation. Your opinion. You're our streamer. Fuck your opinion. Dance for our content as we demand. I am your monkey, Lucius, and I will dance for you. I mean, technically, I only have myself to blame, I guess. Due to the voting system we have in our Discord, right? That my opinion will not necessarily be the opinion that will prevail. How long is your average stream? 2.5 hours. The average length of the stream. A good old same stream. At this point, you have to flip a coin on stream. that could be exciting as well. You could be cleaning your kitchen and I pop in to watch. Alright, Grunge, you know what that means. We have a cooking stream, and then we're gonna have a dishwashing stream. And if you're not there, Grunge, I'm gonna call you out as a liar. I'm kidding, of course, I'm kidding. I appreciate I appreciate that sentiment so much. Surface water lesser. I'd say it would take roughly 5 streams. Okay, 5 streams. 4 if you get good on the bosses, 6 if the final boss nukes your ass into the next universe. I've only heard that the last boss is really difficult in this DLC. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm getting nuked into the next universe. But I guess I'm also a bit over-leveled, I feel like. So maybe it will be a bit easier for me. I'm not entirely sure. Should have listened to you, my dear. Should have packed our tent and left with you. Staying here was a mistake. We were only distractions. Just biding time until they could unleash their circus of monsters. What's the point of it now? I've lost you. I want to see you. You're still in there, but forgive me. I can't tell which one of those things was you. Farewell, my love. I assume this letter is talking about like a zombie. The lover turned to a zombie. Dishwashing where we decide which appliance he washed first. Oh lord. In that case, I hope for strong opinions. I want to see a debate in the chat in what we're dishing first or cleaning first. I want there to be enemies being created as we're fighting over which appliance you watch first. I watched Sam finish DLC in 3. That would be kind of cool. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Final boss of DLC is basically Laxasia combined with Nameless Puppet but on steroids. But that sounds so good though. Those are my top 2 bosses in this entire game. or base game. I want to be clear. In the base games, those are my top 2. It's leveled up over the weekend, so level 31 has more energy, more menace. I am currently level 106, which I think is quite a lot, actually. Not impossible, but highly unlikely. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it myself. I was talking about the other level. Wait. Oh. Your real life level. Now I get it. Yes, you're right. Grudge, I am still in denial. I am still in denial over what has happened in my real life, okay? But you are right. I did level up to 31 in real life. I feel my life slipping away from me. Recommend starting level for DLCs. We ship. Literally, fully intended. Well done, Lucius. Well done. Okay, so we are over leveled, definitely, but not by that much. We are lower level, but it's like not like we're not astronomically like at an astronomically high level, if that makes sense. Maybe 29 plus 2. Exactly. I will never ever leave my 20s. I will be in my 20s for good. Oh, is this a boss? I wonder which weapon I should use, by the way. Like, there are essentially two weapons that I like using in my inventory. Both of them on spears. But we did finish the game with the trident. So I feel like the trident does earn a spot here. Monkey is going ape. This could have been the future if Harambe didn't die. I'm not sure if this is this is a good future though. Did you see that ass though? Now I know what you're focusing on, Grunge. Now I know what you're focusing on as we're playing the game. You're not here for the boss fight. You're just here for the juicy peaches. Small update. I officially made my partner no longer identify as asexual as well. So now I have removed both aromatic and asexual from the list. My strength knows no limit. Lucius! I wonder what a date with you would look like. If you're able to turn someone from like an asexual / aromantic into, well, someone that is romantic. I would love to see. I would love to see your game. And I don't mean that as in a very shallow way when I see your game, because like I'm sure you love and you care for your partner. That I truly believe. But I would like to see, I guess, how you show that care, right? If that makes sense. That is what I meant by game. Not like that, I don't know, that you're some sort of pickup artist. Hopefully that made sense, what I just said. It was right in front of me. Wait, does that mean that I looked at the ass? Because I guess I am playing the game. We don't king shame this stream. Embrace great mother nature. Experience the great wilds. A mammoth massive from truly magnificent animal. Okay, so this is just... What did I just hear? At first I read it as aromatic and was like, huh? My partner used to smell. I brought her some perfume / deodorant and she wasn't aromatic anymore. I mean, that's a W in of itself, I guess. They love perfumes, so not too far off. Oh man, you're taking the W's left, right, and center here. Someone's here.
Madam Stalker,
Blooded mind.
is it you? You've come back. Oh. No, you're not. I thought a stalker with red hair. She helped me escape. Brought me here.
Stalker with red hair.
The
Could it
bounty
be
me.
Fox maybe?
My greed.
Because I think we have
Ambition.
traveled in time, by the way. That is At least my
Multiple wound
initial
puts an end to
assessment
it
of
all.
the story. So it could be
can
Fox.
find
Because I think
something.
Fox had red hair.
Clue. If you see her, tell her this isn't her fault.
Merely the death of a pathetic fool,
Merely the
blind and
death.
hard to read. Missing a Romeo. Oh, Romeo! Why does the bloody man look like he's dressed for a BDSM basement party? Maybe that's what's happening here in the zoo. Oh shoot! I did not mean to click that away. I actually wanted to read that. 1 second. Where do we have notes? Here, right? Yes. Looking for the stalker Romeo. Contact lost while investigating the zoo. So does that mean that Romeo used to be a stalker? Any individual with pertinent information or related clues that may lead to the current location of this individual, please come to the hotel in downtown Krot. Ask for stalker Leah when you arrive. So Leah, someone new. Okay, so we have definitely traveled in time, by the way, because Romeo is obviously a human here on the missing page, right? Seb actually reading the notes. I do have the ability to read, but it's on cooldown, Grunge. It's on cooldown, so it's just something I show you sparingly, you know, to keep you on your toes. The story of this DLC is strongly tied to multiple base game parts. Romeo is but one part that get more depth. Interesting. Yeah, cause there should be more to Romeo than what was discussed or shown rather in the base game. In the base, I mean, okay. That being said, I do very much skip large parts of the story when I play. That is well, at least when I play Souls-likes. That is a bad habit I have adopted when playing these kinds of games. Imagine paying attention to the lore. Exactly. I'm not a nerd, okay? I'm here to kill stuff. I'm a jock gamer. I'm just here to kill bosses and get jacked. Yeah, that's what I'm about. To be fair, I don't blame you when you have me and my powers here to distract you. True, dude. You are turning aromantic people into romantic people. You have a strong superpower. And I guess I need to be wary. I need to be on my toes so I don't fall deeply in love. Just on accident. That is true. I would know how to. Wait, Lucian! Alright! Lucius, not on stream, okay? Talk to me later, alright? Talk to me later. I'm kidding. But you know what to say. We don't king shame in this stream. I assume we're gonna have to buy a lot of these anti-freeze ampoules. Because I would not be surprised if there's gonna be like a boss with like freezing as a main mechanic in this DLC. I mean, they don't just introduce the freezing mechanic for something, right? Alright, we're fighting something good. We don't king shame unless it's furries. Just kidding. I mean, I guess furries would have a field day. Well, well, maybe not, given that we're in a zoo. But I mean, this elephant-looking creature does not look healthy. If that makes sense. I've noticed that I only really use my fatal art if I'm fighting like an enemy with a lot of health. It's basically just an attack I use because I'm like an impatient gamer. I started respecting furries more after finding out how much those animal suits cost. There's a lot of disposable income on display at those conventions. Alright, now you're making me curious, Super Weak. How much does a furry suit cost? Because I have no idea. I mean, I guess it's essentially just a cosplay, right? To have a furry suit. And cosplays can be very expensive. Well, depending on what you're cosplaying as, of course. If yours goes to a zoo, would that be just considered a field trip, or would it be a sex party? I mean, well, a sex party would imply that they're actually doing something with the animals, right? I assume this would be more of a strip club, right? I've heard rumors about a legendary bow weapon. As someone who happens to enjoy the ranged gameplay of Lies of P, I feel like this is a weapon that I could fall in love with. I'm definitely gonna try it out. I looked away for 5 minutes, and what have the chat gone to? The damage is not quite what I would like though, but this is also very much unupgraded. I guess we are a bit of degens. 5 to 20k apparently. That's yeah, that is quite good. 20k. How could it even be 20k? Like even though it, like the suit can be well made and everything. I mean, it's still just a suit, right? Or maybe I'm just unawares of how much you know, a fursuit would actually cost, or any sort of costume would actually cost. Doesn't mean they actually do something with animals. They can be doing something with themselves and have the animals watch or use the animals as their porn videos. Alright, I feel like we are getting dangerously close to bestiality at the moment. And I know we say we don't kink shame, but I feel like, I mean, being a furry is fine. But actual bestiality, that might be actually a step too far. It has gone to my brain. 20k is like a down payment for a mortgage for many. Oh yes, oh yes. That's what I mean, right? Like, what does actually cost that much? Like, because I assume it's just fake fur at the end of the day. Only find the exit. The great madness of Lucius. Dude, I am Robin Hood, okay? It locks all doors. Oh no, you're stuck here with me, buddy. I think we need to start kink shaming you now for your own good, or you might turn your partner. Or you may turn your partner asexual again. Reeling you in, reeling you in.
Still in Krog, but the zoo's still standing and intact. Is it possible?
Oh, I hate this voice so much.
Stargazer
The reason why I hate this voice so much is it like it's pointing out.
A day like this.
Instead of just letting the player like just discover the story, it has this damn voice in the back of our minds, just pointing everything out like we're children. Like I truly dislike the fact that Gemini is like part of. There, now you should be able to hear me now. You should be able to hear me now. Testing. Does anyone... Can someone confirm or deny if I'm making noises at the moment? Here, okay. I blue screen. But that's just my life with my stupid computer. Now we're here. So this is before we actually got the That's just Windows. Exactly. And I know what your sentiment is, Bloper. Just install Linux. How many times do I need to be reminded that that Windows sucks? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the arrows until I upgrade the bow or bow and arrow. All right, let's at least just get back to where we left off. So let's say just ignore these guys and open the shortcut. Yeah, we can't get to that. You know, I have low key.
Clearly, we're still in crowd.
Just like learn to deal with the fact that my computer sucks.
Is it possible
that it keeps, you know, crashing my games and sometimes just lose my entire damn system. It is so weird that
snow is falling on the zoo.
That I've like, I don't know, eased into a routine where this is actually the case. But yeah, what I wanted to do was to... Oh, so we can switch timelines. Right, I wanted to go back so we can upgrade our bow. I hate Windows. Windows can suck both of my balls. I mean, the fact that this happens using Windows is definitely... Well, it's not an argument in favor of using Windows. Let's put it that way at the very least.
So mad. It's all... I just want... That's why I should...
Alright, let's upgrade the bow to full. Yeah, I'm putting every single thing I can into this bow. Because if the bow is good, then like this is such a good weapon for me. Oh, I can only get it to +4. I need one more full moonstone of the Covenant, and then we'll have the fully upgraded bow. Oh, I should not use the Assassin's Amulet if I'm using the bow. It's not that good. So let's use this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see what this can do. I think it's called Windows because it's referring to what you want to throw your devices through after using their products. Yes. Lucius, are you also a Linux user, or are you also suffering through things like this, like I am? Right, so this is not the fully upgraded bow we're using at the moment, but almost a fully upgraded bow. And luckily for us, it does scale with technique. Oh, we can actually improve the scaling as well. That is something I really should do. I didn't think about that. The damage isn't bad. The damage isn't bad. I think, like, this could actually... Wait, I have an idea. This could actually be my excuse to actually have 2 weapon sets. So that whenever they're close to me, as in the enemies, I can just switch to my spear. Oh, but I will be heavy if I do this. I guess I could do this. Yeah, so now I can switch between a ranged weapon and a close range weapon. This is good. Yeah, I'm very much suffering through the same issues as you on my gaming laptop. Okay, at least we're suffering together in solidarity, right? Oh, but it takes a little while to switch weapons. Interesting. Definitely should be better than the testing before. And that's a cool tactic. I mean, we'll see if it actually works. It is promising, I will say. The fact that we can go from a pure range build. Oh, there's even a dodge attack for the bow. But yeah, that we can go from a pure range build to melee, and you know, back and forth. Is it gonna be good and viable during a boss fight? I have no idea. But it is something different. Suffering isn't the only feeling we could be feeling together. Have you always been this spicy, Lucius? Exactly, Lucius showing his tactic. I feel like I am getting to know a new side of you. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just noticing and pointing out what I'm noticing. Denial, wrath, hatred. Right, your headspace is in a different place than my blooper. I will say this. Monster never gives away things for real, but this is but a simple free trial teaser. Okay, can't I get in here? I feel like I should be able to make this jump, right? Apparently not. I was gonna say it's not impressive. Ooh. Oh, kangaroos! Rolling around like Sonic. Zoo trip with Seb, yes. The story of this DLC is that we're going back in time. And we're going back in time to the zoo for whatever reason. Yeah, the switching of weapons is not bad by any means, but it is slow. Definitely something to consider. This guy was tough. Kangaroos have great aura. And great attack as well. long-reaching attacks. Holy shit. Wait, I wonder if I can stagger them using my bow. I should be able to, right? Oh, stop jumping away, dude. Stop being annoying. Let's see if this actually works. Well, this guy just exploded, so I guess we'll see another time if the stagger actually works with the bow. Low-key kangaroos are deer that learned kickboxing and grew a tail. I've never really thought about that, but that is kind of what they look like, right? At least like in terms of their face. When they use their tail as support. They even do that in real life. My Ukrainian neighbor that is living with me after breaking up with her ex was ready to start dating again here in the Netherlands. She dislikes Dutch dating norms, which is men expecting women to pay 50% of the date and not picking them up by car and more individualistic attitudes around relationships. I don't have any advice for her because I'm just used to it. What do you guys think? Adapt to Dutch ways or just date foreigners here? This is actually a quite like interesting discussion you have brought up here, Super Week. Because, okay, I'm just gonna make an assumption here that your Ukrainian roomie prefers it if like men are, you know, a bit more treating women like, you know, like a gentleman. Let's put it that way, you know. Opening the car door, paying for dinner, what else? I don't know, like maybe like bringing flowers on the day, stuff like that, you know. Whereas the Dutch dating norms, which sounds very similar to the Swedish dating norms, is more that like no one in the date is being I don't know how to put it, like treated like a prince or a princess. I don't know if that makes sense, what I just said. This guy just exploded next to two of us. Holy shit. Date foreigners abandon the Dutchman. Alright, Grunge have a very strong opinion right away. You get plus points for this. Okay, Grunge, do you have any issues with Dutchmen in particular, or just this way of dating? We're supposed to decide your neighbor's new roommate is dating. More or less. Elephant weird, deer hinge leg. I think these are just normal legs that have been, well, maybe not. I was gonna say like normal elephant legs that have been, I don't know, corrupted in some way, shape, or form. What in the name of Resident Evil? Alright, but in terms of as a Dutch man, abandoned Dutch man, I would say this. Like, the heart wants what the heart wants, right? So if you, as an individual, wants a man, like a certain type of man, and Dutchman does not fulfill this desire, then like, don't settle. That's, I guess, what I'm saying. Don't settle. Because I feel like, I mean, okay, I guess I have a little bit of, I don't know, maybe a weird attitude when it comes to dating. I'm of the opinion that like people in general don't need to date. You can definitely find happiness. Like in my opinion, dating should not be like a bonus, like the cherry on top of your life, essentially. It shouldn't be a necessity. That is my opinion. But I know that not everyone does. But given that is my opinion, then again, my opinion is don't settle. being said, like if I'm gonna be charitable to the Dutch dating norms or whatever, it is, I don't know, maybe like try to get an understanding of why the norms are the way they are. I'm not saying that you should adopt the norms just because you're like learning why the norms are the way they are. But maybe you could like get some understanding at the very least. I would rather the man sacrifice was a woman. I can see what you're saying. Like a very traditional way of looking at relationships, if that makes sense. As in, there are two very distinct roles in the relationship. You know, as you said, the provider, whereas the woman is, well, in your words, the nurturer. Whereas, like, I feel like the modern dating scene, if I can put it that way, has gone more into like an equal distribution of the, I don't know, the responsibilities and the roles of a relationship. So, you know, the role of the man and the role of the woman is not clear-cut anymore. They are both like kind of the same. I don't think this elephant is normal. You think? You think? It's been a while since I've seen an elephant up close, but I don't remember them being that way. Shit's got 10 heads on the same neck. Oh yes. We did get some value out of the bow though, so I feel like the bow is definitely a huge addition to our arsenal here. Is it gonna be like the main weapon? Well, that remains to be seen. No, as good as the monkey at the start. Well, no, as good as the monkey. Which is, of course, the most important part. Personally say, maybe a bit less on Provide because of how fucked up the current economy is. I just made it more complicated for myself by dating a non-binary person to really mess with that clear role stuff. Oh, ain't that the truth? New Legion armor available. Wait, is that true? So the range of the bow isn't, you know, isn't infinite. Let's put it that way. But it's still quite good. Ooh. I'm gonna ignore those guys. Did we get the new Legion armor? Because I guess I didn't pay attention. It can be equal threat at times when it comes to providing. That's fair too. You got a new item from the fuck of ah, I see. Right, that is something I will have to take a look at soon. It's snowball. But yeah, I think that like the actual discussion itself is actually very, very interesting. And I mean, at the end of the day, if both parties are happy, it will, you know, with the roles they have, that's like the most important part, right? Ooh, a bolt blade. Now this is a spear. Now this is a weapon for me. Nice pokey weapon, yes indeed. Never not poke. Now it's not quite as fast as my previous weapon. It's a damn rocket!
Alchemists.
Okay. Oh, I did not expect that, I suppose. Oh, dude, now I want to try something. If your normal fight, don't look at this. You're a casual. Exactly. Let's see if we can find a Stargazer. Either that or a boss. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. Okay, here we go. So if I use my upgraded blade with this hilt, I wonder if we can fix the attack speed situation. So if I use this blade, and let's see, no, wrong. If I use this blade and I use the new hilt, which was what exactly? This. Yeah, we're a bit faster now. We're a little bit faster. Let's see if this is good. Going back a long bit real quick in topic. Just wanted to point out that I don't know if you're complaining about Gemini talking or dumping when you then also wouldn't even know half the story if Gemini never did. True. I see your point, and you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. But I feel like, all right, for someone, if someone played this game and really wanted to experience the story, I feel like Gemini would just be annoying, right? Just like pointing out the obvious. But someone like me, who doesn't really pay that much attention to the story, I guess Gemini does serve a point. But even still, like even I, someone who doesn't really care about the story, am still annoyed with Gemini. Because I feel like that is not really what I'm here for, and he's just like an annoying voice in my head. I guess we'll keep going. The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. I don't really like the normal attack animation though. If we could fight Gemini, it would. Dude, if the nameless puppet was Gemini, dude, I would have fought him. More about how the show don't tell. Exactly. I prefer show don't tell myself, which is why, like, and to be honest, Lies of P is not the only game that has like a voice in your head, like kind of character. So I don't really blame the game for deciding the game in this way, but it's still something I find very annoying. Early acquisition when killing enemies. Oh. Modern gaming player base, people bitch about not understanding story if it isn't spoon-fed to them. That part of gamers is a lot bigger and louder than the part of gamer who complain about the exposition dumping, etc. So while I agree, I also don't blame the devs for doing it this way. Also, I don't think Gemini is nearly as bad as some other games. I think Gemini is mostly fine. I agree with you in that I understand why the devs have made this decision. But that doesn't make me, you know, like the decision, if that makes sense. But I feel like at the very least, Souls-like games are usually quite good in the show don't tell them. So it's a bit of a change up, at least for me. You're still live. Hello, Stress Test. Yes, I'm live a little bit longer today because, like, my goal is to get to the next boss if it's close by, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get there soon. I guess we'll see. But thank you so much for tuning in, though. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. You know, we have in fact beaten the base game of Lies of P, and we are currently playing through the early parts of the DLC. Also, nice that the game is a lot more linear progression, and storytelling has to match the structure more than like Dark Souls. It's really hidden off. I guess that's true. Even though I think the Dark Souls way of doing storytelling is the norm, because, you know, FromSoft has really like set the bar when it comes to Souls-likes and how story and stuff is being told in these kinds of games. This could be an arena, or a boss arena, I mean. right? Maybe. Don't forget to go back and represent when you need an arm. Yes, that is something. Is this a boss? Yes! Tyrannical Predator. So this is the first boss of the game, or the DLC. And let's see what this guy has. Okay. This guy has a lot of gap closers. In terms of damage. I don't think the bow is gonna be good because this guy will just get close to you whenever he can, basically. Oh, I don't even have the bow equipped. Oh, that's really tanky. What are we doing, Predator? Ah, I didn't expect to hit back. Oh, I was out of AG charges as well. Oh well. It's time off. I thought I was flying to Sweden for a grand fight in 3 days. Dude, imagine if you actually do it, Grunge. Imagine if I look through the crowd and then I see Ghost Heaven instead of my wrestling character's name. Alright, so we didn't have the bow equipped. Dude, I am not convinced by this new weapon. But let's go find that arm before we do anything else. There we go. Into the boss without opening the shortcut. Oh, there was a shortcut! Oh no. What a big mouth his cutie has. So you agree that it's a cutie? Oh, I should also update my death counter. Imagine the breath stink. My dog don't bite. The dog in question. Oh yes. Oh, we have 2 new arms actually. Cataclysm as well as Icarus. A Legion arm that launches blades using powerful rotational power. Launch blade returns after it slices the enemy. Alright, so it's a range attack. A Legion arm with stores and fire energy to fire shotgun shells. Charging will increase its power, and the shells that have been charged once we unload for a set period of time. Alright, so 2 new range weapons. Whoever made this part must have had some trauma with animals. I mean, the entire DLC is a zoo, so I wouldn't be surprised if all the enemies are like zoo animals. It was just a Florida man wanted to put his pet into the game. I only called him cutie because after you called the zoo animals, I was fighting a cutie. It stuck. That's the thing with me, Grunge. I only see the positives in life. But it has some drawbacks. Because if I tell a person that they're a cutie, and they know the standard I have set for cuties, I feel like they would be justified in being very suspicious about the compliment. Retrieving a blade temporarily enhances the next blade launch. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 2. Okay. Launches 2 blades simultaneously by charging. The number of blades in the magazine will increase to 3. While preparing to fire. If you ever call me a cutie, I'm leaving. Alright. I will try to figure out another compliment for you then, Grunge. Gittan is a cutie. I have no idea what we're talking about. Gittan is indeed a cutie. I agree. The thing is, I have a different definition of cuties. Which is why I guess it's a debated topic. Don't worry, I'm suspicious of every compliment. Considering how few I get. I'm happy you're relating to me, Proper, but I'm unhappy that you're receiving compliments. I feel like you're great though, Proper, but I've said so before, so I'm not sure if compliments from me count. So, alright, if anyone has like a compliment just stored up, you know who to target. Okay, and these have counterattack, increased damage inflicted on an attacking enemy. Oh, so you can parry with the shotgun. If he is attacking and using the shotgun, he like dashes backwards. Interesting. Enable dodging while charging. Interesting. Fire at the perfect moment while charging to shoot an even more powerful shotgun shell. I like both of these arms. I want to try both of them. I don't know what to use first though. I'm gonna use this because this scales with technique a bit better. So I'm gonna use Icarus first. Oh, but you need a different. Yeah, you need something different in order to upgrade the weapon. It seems. Oh no. Ah, whatever. You're the plopiest proper ever plope. What is your definition? A sewer monster or the boss we just fought? I guess would be my definition. Hard R. Interesting enough, I've said the exact same words before. You're a bit synced up, a bit more synced up than than one would realize, perhaps. All right. Okay. Listen, y'all. Listen. I have some bad news. I have some bad news. I'm gonna end stream right here, right now. Not that time. It is that time. It is that time. Now, what we're doing? I just got there. Yeah, I'm sorry, stress test, but I guess I've been streaming for 30 more minutes. The stream lasted for only half an hour. I mean, oh yeah, given the blue screen. Now, okay, let's like have a really quick discussion about what we're doing tomorrow. Before we actually end stream. So please just bear with me for a couple of more seconds. Like we're talking about seconds here, nothing more. I have now linked the Discord to our Discord channel in the chat in case you want to join. And I'm gonna open up the decision-making process here in regards to what we're actually playing tomorrow. It's either gonna be more Lies of P, or it's gonna be another game on this voting list right here, depending on what you're voting on. All right. So if you want to partake in the voting process and voice your votes, your opinions, this is the place to do it. Well, you can also tell me here, right here in the chat as well, and I will take your consideration into account. The only thing to point out here is that if we're not playing Lies of P on stream, I'm gonna play it off stream, okay? Because I personally, I am obsessed with Lies of P at the moment. I really want to play Lies of P. So if you want to see it on stream, then it better win tomorrow, because otherwise it's gonna be well, at least the DLC will be finished off stream. I'm glad that it wasn't when you were fighting the robots of the future, when I thought you were. Are you talking about the end of the stream or the decision-making process? I guess we know what Seb's like. Link the Discord to the Discord channel. Yes, I did, but I guess I can link it again. Off-stream DLC low-key feels like cheating. Well, here's the thing. I want to play the thing that everyone is most excited for, okay? I am personally, as an individual, most excited for Lies of P. Because I've been enjoying this game for so long, right? Doing these couple of streams. But if that opinion isn't shared by the greater community, I am definitely willing to well, I guess not play Lies of P and play something else. I think the game that is currently leading, well, is of course the cooking stream. But this will happen, by the way. The cooking stream 100% will happen. No question about it. It will happen. But not tomorrow, okay? But it will happen. I can promise you right here, right now, it will happen. But not tomorrow. I think the game that is currently in the lead, yeah, is Resident Evil 3. But this can change based on votes. This can change based on votes. But as it stands, I think Resident Evil 3 will be the next game, assuming it's not gonna be Lies of P, of course. Or any other game on the list. Could also be the Penguin game. or whatever. Join the chat now. No food. Yeah, cooking stream will happen, Stress says. You don't have to worry about that. But I will make a big announcement when it will happen. It's a question of when, not a question of if. Don't you dare cheat on us, Sam. But I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Because there's a lot of dissent, a lot of voices that doesn't like Lies of P. But I don't want to cheat. I definitely don't want to cheat. I think I expressed my opinion of Lies of P clearly. Exactly. Yeah, RE3, I have to finish my run ASAP tomorrow then. Yes indeed. Alright, so if you want to partake in the discussion of what to play next, you don't want to shit or cheat, listen here, young lady. I speak English in a very funny way. That's just part of my charm. You don't want me to call you a cutie, don't you? Alright, but with all that being said, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for today's stream. Tomorrow's stream will either be more Lies of P. Right, you vote for the DLC since you're already enjoying it. I will bear this in mind, and I will add it to the list here as well. It's very good that you're voicing your opinion. Stay faithful, I will tell the International Goth Mommy Association to boycott you, Sam. That brings up a weird question. How many goth mommies are currently watching the stream? I vote DLC. Alright, okay, if you don't want to vote on the Discord, at least I have 2 votes on the DLC that I'm writing down on my notepad. Okay, is there something else I should mention before turning off the stream? I guess that will do for now. But okay, no matter what happens, this game, the base game has been awesome. I truly enjoyed it, and I've truly enjoyed your participation in the game as well. You as always is making every single playthrough like so memorable, so special, and I am truly happy. I am genuinely happy that you're taking time out of your daily routines to, I don't know, so to just chat or watch or do whatever here in the stream. Words cannot express how much I appreciate you. I truly do. And no matter what happens tomorrow, I hope that we will, in the future, keep playing games, creating some more good times, creating some more good memories, playing some games, streaming some streams. Okay. I guess you have to call everyone else in chat a cutie. Well, if we're using cutie as an insult, I don't want to insult anyone. I'm sure Family Friendly G would vote yes for the DLC. I think so too. But I know that he has just gotten a job position, which means that he can't really participate in the streams. Let the people decide. Make a vote in the vote channel whether we continue. Yeah, that's the plan, Plover. That is the plan. Mail us all a git and as thank you now. The green herb is for me and me alone. And thank you for the stream today. It was a really good stream during the 10 to 20 minutes I was here. Thank you for being here, Stress says, during the 10 to 20 minutes. And W stream, W community, W democratic process. Indeed. Alright, so that is it for me for today. There's gonna be a stream tomorrow, but what we're actually streaming, I guess we'll see. Alright? But until then, save it out.